Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Josh. I'm making a video, so here we go. First one, I did one a few weeks back, but for some reason, I guess I can upload on my phone now, so I think that's cool. Hope everyone had a good holiday. I'm pretty tired. It's almost midnight here. I just wanted to share some thoughts. I just saw a burnt copy of The Rise of Skywalker. I'm not paying my money to see that shit. So far everything that I've heard is pretty true. It's a 4-hour movie crammed into two. I mean, it was complete, just utter trash, man. I love Star Wars, man. I love Star Wars very much. I mean, you can see I'm very in tune with the Star Wars, and I love it all. You know, I have all my deals here. You know what I mean? I love Star Wars. I've loved it since I was a kid. I mean, I don't know why. I just fell in love with it. With everything with the movie set aside, I want to share a very simple thought. It's Disney. This isn't some third, fourth rate jerk off movie company that produces and makes movies that go directly into the Dollar Tree bin. That you see that you've never heard of, that there's nobody in there that are making these I don't know, I think they're just tax write-off movies. I don't even know. But this is Disney, guys. This is a company that people would only dream to be a part of, to actually work for and to produce a movie. What that's what baffles me. I mean, Disney could be like, yo, we bought Star Wars. Let's gather some of the greatest writers and directors in the world that we have access to. You know what I'm saying? They get a phone call from Disney, and it's like, yo, I'll be there. When and where? Tell me a time, and I'll go. And get everybody into a room and be like, what would we like to see? What would we like to, create? And just go off of it very simply like that. But I don't know why, man. They had no plan. Just like it was been said on the Fandom Minutes, it's a big. You keep hearing slaps. I'm slapping my leg. I'm tired. Like the Phantom Menace has been saying, there has been no plan. Nobody knew what the hell they were doing in the beginning, and this movie that was been beloved for over 41 years by us true fans has just been put into the garbage can, man. I'm at a soul loss for words. I can't believe how bad things have gotten, and especially, like I said, this is Disney. 25 years ago, I once said, hey man, they can't make a bad movie, and that was when Lion King, Aladdin, Little Mermaid, and everything was coming out. And yeah, it was great, and you had a good time with your family. I mean, yeah, I didn't go see some movies. I didn't really care for, to go see Pocahontas or The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I don't really care about all that. But as far as their movie making potential, with Pixar and everything else, I mean, they've made some wonderful, timeless, that are now classic treasures to have in your library, man. Lucas did have story treatments from for 7, 8, and 9, and it's like, you know what, man? I mean, being that I wasn't a really big fan of the prequels, they still had a beginning, a middle, and an end. You knew what was going to come into fruition. You knew what was going to ultimately end up happening. But but after that, I really feel in my heart that Lucas did get better with every movie that came out. He did. He listened to the fans. Probably Revenge of the Sith was my most favorite out of the three. But Lucas did in fact redeem himself with the Clone Wars. I mean, we got some great stories, some great characters. And even though they were just, some clones, man, like, off doing their own thing, it necessarily didn't have Obi-Wan or Anakin even in the show. We got some great storytelling, and we got some great, character development, and it was phenomenal. I mean, the thing ran for 6 seasons, I think, 5 or 6. I don't remember if they cut it off at 6. But when Kathleen Kennedy, was at the table, all she had to do was this. Okay, guys, we got Star Wars. We're going to keep the Clone Wars going. We're going to do some fun little things here and there. but we're going to take some time and actually develop a wonderful trilogy treatment storyboard. And we're going to bring in some of the greatest writers and directors in the world, and we're going to all sit down and we're all going to talk, and we're all going to have meetings, and we're all going to, discuss everything to make these movies, like she said at the table, which she didn't. Oh my gosh, man. But yeah, I don't even know what to think anymore. I'm really glad I didn't see it in theaters. When I was watching it here at home, I couldn't finish it. Today I finished the rest of it, and I'm just like, I kept thinking, is it over yet? Is it over yet? I could not wait for this movie to be over. It was just utter trash. And it's just really heartbreaking that, Abrams did do the best he could with what he had, but it was just so fastly paced. I mean, like, I should have, had a jar full of sugar and a spoon and just to keep up with it. But I didn't. So anyways, I'm going to do a video later on, probably tomorrow when I'm more awake and more sober frequently. Man, we had a merry feast tonight, man. It was a lot of fun. About, how Star Wars and how the fans have kept the franchise alive. And on some other things, like, for instance, how, even though the prequels were not very sought after or not very loved, it didn't divide the fandom and it didn't stop the toy sales, which is kind of a huge point. Even, during, from 83, Return of the Jedi, all the way up till the release of the Phantom Menace in 1999, man, they released toys and we bought them. So I want everybody to have a great night, man. Night 5N on Twitter. I hope everybody has a great evening and a wonderful holiday, and I'm going to make a video tomorrow. Good night, guys. Have fun.